And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
Hey everyone and welcome. In this video we have a look at the window licker extraordinaire, the virtue signalling gobshite, the whinger of Westminster, the useless Mayor of London, Sadiq Khanage. But before we get into this, can everyone do me a huge favour and like and share the stream out? I think YouTube are throttling the channel, so it would really help me bypass it. But anyway, enough of the self-promotion, let's move on. Now we all know he's been taking money and doing nothing. Cabbies protesting him for road closures yesterday was proof of that. Now the Tories have taken power from Khan, and it's mainly at the moment, or at least to start with, to fix the Hammersmith Bridge. Now it's been campaigned for by the next mayor hopeful, Tory Sean Bailey, due to it being vital for both of the areas on either end, and you can understand why. So it seems that the Tories have actually taken and stripped the power away from the mayor and given it to the Transport Secretary, who can now go and get the bridge fixed, and he's already in talks with British Rail to get that done. So hopefully it's the first of many reductions in power that the little weasel has, because he's a nightmare, isn't he? Now, what do we think that Khan did? Well, a spokesman for him said, the Mayor and Transport for London will continue working closely with the bridge owners, Hammersmith and Fulham Council, and the government to find an urgent solution. Are we ready for this? Here's the blame game part. But it's time for ministers to put their money where their mouth is. They do. They give you a budget, Khan, and you spend it on stupid stuff like, I don't know, let me think, pointless art, diversity committees to figure out what names to change and what statues to rip apart. You know, this sort of stuff. You spend it on crap and then moan about the money. How dare you? Now, on top of that, things are going from bad to worse. He's losing power. Now he's also looking like he's losing favour with the people as well. It has actually been shown in an opinion poll of 2,000 people across London of all backgrounds and party politics, and it's come back that Sadiq Khan's lead in the race to be re-elected as mayor has been slashed by Tory candidate Sean Bailey. So we're looking at the minute, a 7% difference. That's all now. It was massive difference when he stopped the vote, wasn't it? I mean, he should have had the vote there and then he probably would have won, Khan. But now it's looking like Sean Bailey might be catching up to him and overtaking. So we've got, on the first round of voting, Mr. Khan was 42% among voters, with Mr. Bailey at a close 35%. So he's very, very close, isn't it? All we need is a push by Londoners for Sean Bailey. Now, at this point, I would like to point out Sean Bailey is not that much better, but he is a bit of a virtue signaller. I mean, look at this. Educating girls will save the planet. How so, exactly? Women to win? Yeah, okay. This is also the guy that wanted to go after the office workers, as, in his words, are we ready? It would stop black on black crime because they wouldn't be selling drugs to white people. Yep. That's the same guy. So he's no better than Khan, really. But how can he possibly be any worse? You see where I'm going with this one? He's also running on a crackdown on crime, so he's got to be much better than Khan, hasn't he? So hopefully things are changing in London, and we may have prospects of getting rid of the little shit weasel, because he's done absolutely nothing for London. Ask any Londoner that isn't invested in activism for Labour, and they will all, pretty much to a person, slag him off, won't they? But let me know what you think, everyone. Do you think Tory Bailey's got a chance of winning? Do you think we should help by promoting Bailey? Because I've got to say, nothing can be worse than what we've got now, can it? I mean, we've even got Khan coming out at the minute with, let's have a look what his latest rubbish is. Are we ready? It's time for the government to step up and deliver the support needed to protect jobs in London and across the nation. The UK economy and millions of jobs depend on it. Well, let me just say this, Sadiq, before you go any further. You're the London mayor, not across the nation. You do not have a right to talk for me, you little git. The UK economy and millions of jobs are going to be lost because of the lockdown, which was forced in part by Labour. So you can shut up flapping your lips about it was the Tories that did it, because we all know they went for herd immunity, did they not? You were the ones that forced them into lockdown, and now you're complaining about all the jobs that go missing. Tough titty, London. Sorry, the rest of the country is just as important as you, and he doesn't speak for any of us, does he? Stay safe, everyone. See you on the next one.